Okay, guys, so at this point, we're going to go through the Esthetician State Board Kit packing list. This is a list of all the items that you need for each section of your State Board Practical Kit for your esthetician exam. I am going through this list as of, what is it, January, March, April, May 2nd, 2023. So, of course, things change, times change, the exam may change. Always refer to your PSI packet, your CIB. That is the Bible when it comes to this exam. So don't take my word for it, refer to the packet. I'm going to go through this list bag by bag because essentially if you section it off this way, you're able to prepare yourself for the state exam a lot easier. These bags look like this. Let's make sure that you see that. All right, sorry. These bags look like this. Perfect. And like I said, there are 8 bags in total for the exam and 9 sections. Ours are looking a little rough for wear because obviously they're for everyone to use and practice with. Yours will look nice and beautiful when you go take your state exam. So there are 8 kit bags, just like I said, 9 sections. The first kit bag is the pre-exam setup and disinfection. The next kit bag is the eyelash strip service application bag. The next kit bag is the cleaning service. The next one is steaming service. The next one, massage service. After that, mask and moisturizing service. 7, waxing service using soft wax, and 8, blood exposure incident service. These 8 bags make up your actual exam. The last item that you're going to need, and I'm going to turn my camera back on one more time, is a closable container to hold all of the bags. At the school, we use a 12 count or an 11.4 liter box with an open lid. You could also use a suitcase. You can use a bag that zips, whatever floats your boat, as long as it sits upright by itself and as long as it closes easily and fully when all of your items are inside. So you need 8 kit bags. You have 9 sections of your practical exam, and you have 1 kit bag or box. Okay, so let's go through these line by line. For the first section, the pre-exam setup and disinfection, you will need a 2-gallon zip closed bag to hold all of the items that are going in this section. So I'm going to distinguish the bag itself for this section, and then I'm going to distinguish the items or bags that go into the bag. So for each one of these sections of your exam, there is a bag that's holding all of the items inside of it. Sometimes the items inside of it will also need a bag. So I'm going to try to be as clear as possible when explaining that so that you understand I need 1 big bag for the kit itself, and then these are the items that are going inside of it. So for pre-exam setup and disinfection, I would get at least a 2-gallon size Ziploc bag to hold everything. It needs to be labeled pre-exam setup and disinfection, and then it needs to have another label underneath it that says pre-sanitized implements. Inside of that bag, you're going to have a 1-gallon or bigger trash bag that is labeled trash on both sides. You're also going to have a brown paper bag. Both of these are going to be labeled trash on both sides. You can have the 1-gallon trash bag or the brown paper bag, or you can have the brown paper bag or the gallon, or you can have both. We do it with both. So we have the brown paper bag and the trash bag inside of it so that we can have our trash sit up for us. On top of that, we're going to have 10 to 15 pre-cut and folded paper towels. So let me edit this to emphasize pre-cut and folded. And I'm going to turn on the camera and show you an example of what that looks like. trash bag situation looks like. Folded bag with a trash bag on the inside. And then when I say pre-cut and pre-folded, I'm taking the paper towels off of the roll, separating them, and then I'm folding them in. Be mindful that our kit is probably the ugliest it should ever look because this is something that's shared and we just use it for practice. Your kit will be nice and neat and organized and clean. If you'd like to practice it and don't want to, go through your kit to mess it up, feel free to come to the school and use ours. Just make sure you repack it properly. You then need a 2 to 8 ounce spray bottle labeled EPA disinfectant, a 2 to 8 ounce hand sanitizer with the manufacturer label. I recommend this sanitizer have a pump. So in our kit, we have our sanitizer that looks like this. And I can pump it, but there's also the bigger ones, the 8 ounces that have the longer pump, so you can pump it from there. It does make your exam a lot easier, so you don't have to pick up your actual sanitizer. You also need a 2 to 8 ounce spray bottle labeled water. So this is what we're going to use throughout the entire exam to keep everything clean. So that's all you need for the first bag. The pre-exam setup and disinfection bag, you need a 2-gallon zip closed bag. Inside of that bag, you need a 1 gallon or bigger. Okay, 1 gallon or bigger trash bag labeled trash, a brown paper bag, you need one or both of the trash bags, whatever your preference is, I prefer both. 10 to 15 paper towels, pre-cut and folded, a 2 to 8 ounce spray bottle labeled EPA disinfectant, a 2 to 8 ounce hand sanitizer with the manufacturer label. I recommend you having a pump. And then a 2 to 8 ounce spray bottle labeled water. Everything that you need for this section is in this bag, so make sure that you put everything listed in the bag. The best way to go order this stuff or go buy it is to get a couple of the travel size toiletry kits. They're like $5 to $10. I say a couple because you may not want just pour, you may not want just pump, so that you have a lot of options. If you go to the dollar store, I believe they're like $2 for the kits, get 5 of them. You'd rather have more than less. Okay, from there, we're gonna do the eyelash strip application service bag. You are also going to need a 2-gallon zip closed bag to hold everything. It should be labeled with eyelash strip application service and pre-sanitized implements. You need a cotton towel for the body drape, a disposable elastic headband for the head drape, eyebrow tweezers for eyebrow application. If you purchase a eyelash kit, which is what I personally recommend, like one of these, they come with scissors, adhesive, and the little tweezers specifically for strip lash application. So buying this $10 kit is convenient because it comes with everything you need, but you can buy all these things individually, or you can use the strip lashes that came in your class kit for your mannequin, or you can buy just the strip lashes with an adhesive and use any tweezer. As long as you can use it safely, then that is fine. You also need a tube of eyelash adhesive. So it needs to be for strip lashes. You can't use your CEO or your transparency. You have to use a eyelash strip adhesive. You need 1 pack of strip lashes. So as long as you have 2 strip lashes ready to go, you're fine. Not 2 pair, but 2 strip lashes, just in case the first one falls. A mannequin head pre-prepared with eyelashes on it. So I have my mannequin head here. This is the practice one that we were doing. This is it prepped. So 1 strip on each eye, and then we would place the extension strip on top of it for the exam. So you want to bring it prepared with your eyelashes on. From there, you need the 2 mascara wands, just in case you drop one, 2 lint-free applicators, just in case you drop one, and then mini scissors, just in case you need to do any cutting to mold the extension before you put it on. And then I have the oil-free cleansing pods for my eyelash prep, but you can do lash shampoo and water. Get you a makeup remover wipe and bring that. I just have the oil-free cleansing pods because that's what we have, but you can use any makeup wipe. You don't need anything fancy, just to show you cleaning the actual eyelashes. Okay, from there, we're gonna go into the skin cleansing service. Give me just 1 second. Surprise, I'm back. Sorry, my apologies. Okay, we're gonna pick it up at the skin cleansing service. A 1 gallon or even a quart size zip closed bag. It needs to be labeled with cleansing service pre-sanitized implements. In it, you are going to have 3 cotton rounds, a 1 ounce bottle of facial cleanser, a 1 ounce bottle oh my God, I can't read. 1 ounce bottle or jar of makeup remover cleanser, and 4 4x4s or 2 sponges. Notice the or, meaning you can have any variation of that product. So you can't get around the cotton rounds. You have to have 3 cotton rounds because we're going to do the eye cleanse. Now you can have 4 damp 4x4s. You're going to wet them before you go take the exam, not a minute before, or 2 sponges. You're going to wet them before you go take the exam, not a minute before. And I just broke mine. Okay. Take the wheel. Okay. I love that for me. Literally just dropped it on the floor and completely wrecked it. Okay. All right, it's not dripping. So remember from the earlier section, we brought a bottle of water. The reason we want those to be pre-damp is so that we can pull our water, lightly coat it again, squeeze out the excess and remove. But if you bring it dry like this, you're gonna have to pour a lot of water on it. So we wanna pre-wet it and then just add a little bit of water before we do the actual removal. So for this cleansing service, 3 cotton rounds, a 1 ounce bottle of facial cleanser, a 1 ounce jar or bottle of makeup remover, 4 4x4s, or 2 sponges. We're gonna dampen them before we go take the exam. The next one is the steaming service. This is probably my favorite of the practical sessions. Why? It is 1 item, a 1 gallon or quart size bag labeled steaming service and pre-sanitized implements, and a rolled cotton towel. That is it, that is all. We will also wet this before we go take the exam. We'll be able to like fake squeeze it out, but we want it to be damp because this will be our steam towel. So it's just like you do the steaming service in the treatment room. Drape and go on about your business. So favorite of the section, steaming service. You're about halfway done when you get there, and it is the shortest of the services. All you need in that bag is a cotton towel. The next bag is the massage service. We're at 5. Another easy bag. It's going to be a longer section, but a very easy bag as far as supplies. 1 gallon or quart size zip closed bag labeled massage service and pre-sanitized implements. Inside of it, you want a 1 ounce squeeze bottle of massage cream, It will be filled with massage cream. We'll talk about what's going in the actual bottle at the end, but it'll be your massage cream bottle, 4 4x4s, or 2 sponges. Again, one or the other or both, pre-wet before going to the exam. The next one is the mask pack and moisturizing service. This one's a little more complicated because you need a few items. It's going to be a 1 gallon or quart size bag, zip closed, labeled mask and moisturizing service, and pre-sanitized implement. In it, you're going to need 1 ounce of facial massage product. You can put that in a jar. I like to use the minis that come in your kit of massage cream. So if you ran out of this, or if you run out of it, save the jar for your kit and just refill it with a colored product so you can use it as your mask. Because again, this is just for the state board. You're not doing it on an actual person. You're also going to need 1 ounce spray bottle toner. It needs to be a spray. 1 2 ounce bottle of moisturizer. It could be 1 to 2 ounces. Bottle of moisturizer, squeeze. 2 sponges or 4x4s. You're going to dampen them before you go take the exam. 1 facial brush and 1 popsicle stick. The popsicle stick or spatula is for you to get your massage product out. If you put your massage bottle in a squeeze, you won't need the spatula or popsicle stick. It's easy to have, both options, whatever you prefer, but you need 1 ounce of facial massage product. Mini size from the kit is fine. It doesn't need to be a clay mask or a clear mask. It needs to have color and not be clay. The next one is the waxing service kit. It needs to have a 1 gallon or quart sized zip closed bag labeled waxing service using soft wax, pre-sanitized implement. In this bag, you need 2 to 4 wooden sticks. In a smaller bag inside of the main bag. It doesn't need to be labeled anything but pre-sanitized implements. You need 2 to 4 wood sticks, 3 to 5 cut wax strips, and that is it. So in the bag, in the waxing bag, inside of a smaller bag, you want to put pre-sanitized implements and then 2 to 4 wooden sticks and 3 to 5 cut wax strips. Inside the main bag, you want 2 Esti wipes or 2 cotton rounds. These are going to stay dry, unlike the other ones. So you see here on the list, it doesn't say wet, they're dry. 2 pairs of gloves. So not 2 gloves, but 2 pair of gloves. You're gonna be nervous. You might break one, you might drop one. You need to have an extra. 1 ounce jar of simulated wax. Just get a petroleum jelly and tape mock wax on it. A 1 ounce jar of post-epilation product. One ounce bottle of astringent and 1 ounce bottle of antiseptic. Pro tip here, do 1 as a spray, do 1 as a pour so that you can tell them different. When you put the product in here, we're still gonna just put water. You can do 1 for spray, 1 for pour, or you can do both spray, both pour. It's up to you, but I would do 1 as a spray, 1 as a pour. And that's everything you need for the wax bag. The last bag for the exam, but not the last section, is the blood exposure incident. So this is the second to last item or section that you're going to do. So once you've made it to this, you can count your blessings, you are done, other than cleanup. You need a 1 gallon or quart size zip closed bag. It needs to be labeled with blood exposure incident and pre-sanitized implements. You need another 2 pair of vinyl gloves, Not one glove, not two pairs of gloves, not two individual gloves, two pairs of gloves. You need 2 Band-Aids, a gauze pad, antiseptic wipes, and another bag labeled blood exposure biohazard bag. We have these at the school. If you'd like one, send me an email in class reach. I'll make sure you get one. You can also print this label and put it right on top of a regular bag, but it has to be a bag that goes inside of this bag labeled with the biohazard sticker. For the other items that are first aid, I would just go get a first aid kit from the dollar store or Walmart. They have everything that you need in the kit. So Band-Aid, alcohol swab, gauze, and then you're done with that bag. The last part of this exam is the end of exam disinfection. As you can see, there's not a technical bag for it, but what's going to happen is you're going to use your paper towels that are on your station and the EPA and sanitizer, re-clean your station, take everything that's left on your station, put it in your trash bag that's on the floor, that paper bag that we have, clean everything down, throw everything away, sanitize your hands, close up your trash bag, step back, and that's the end of the exam. So although it is 9 separate activities that you're going to perform, blood exposure, mock wax, eyelash application, mask pack and moisturizing, massage, steaming, cleansing, pre-exam step and disinfection, there are 8 actual components, 8 bags to the test, but 9 actual components. They're very short. Some of them range from 5 to 10 minutes. The longest, I believe, is 17 minutes, which is the massage. This is a very easy test. Everything that you need is in every bag. So you know that everything is done for that section when everything has been used from this bag. With that being said, when it comes to product, they're not analyzing the actual product itself. The only product that you should use, the right product, is the EPA. So for the EPA bottle, you are going to want it to be actual EPA because it has a distinct color. But as you can see on camera, you can barely see the blue in ours because it's just water. It's just got a residue of EPA. So EPA in the EPA bag, in the EPA item, but for everything except for the mock wax, you can use water or a colored gel or cream. So what I did was go get a cheap face mask from the dollar store or Walmart and a cheap like lotion. And so for anything that I needed a thick product, I used the lotion. For anything that I needed the mask, I would use the mask because it's colored and it's, $2. For everything else, toners, cleansers, any other item, I used water. You can use the actual product. You can just distribute it from your kit and use the actual product. But for me, it's just as easy to use water in all of them. Essentially, you're mocking these sections because you're not doing it on a person. They have no idea, if the cleanser actually cleansed because it's going on a mannequin. So there's nothing to cleanse. Before we close out this section and we move on to the step-by-step for each individual section, does anybody have any questions?
No, ma'am.